Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and Char Vision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on Char Vision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is Char Vision.
Hi, everybody. It's Sunny and Char and Tony. How are you, Tony?
I'm good. Looks like somebody got a hair did.
You know, he did do the hair did, but it was last week. Maybe you haven't seen him since he got.
You said he was going to get one, so maybe it was after.
Yeah, he got groomed.
Oh, look at that tush.
Yeah, he's all groomed. His little tummy.
Oh.
Such a good boy. So it's September 29th, 2023.
Woo-hoo!
We're almost into October.
And the Halloween season begins.
Yep, and Libras are having their birthdays.
Wonder if a zebra born in Libra year is a Libra zebra.
That's so silly. That's so silly. Okay, so Tony and I have to admit we're both slap happy and tired.
Just a little.
Just a little bit, both of us. So yeah, he did get groomed, but
yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
Sonny, you got a date?
He got a date with his mama, but he was sick.
What?
He was sick. I forgot to tell you. He was bitten by a flea.
Just one?
Well, no, I found one.
Mm-hmm.
I might have found 1.5. I'm not sure. There might have been 2, and then excuse me, the groomer found one. And then he was itching, and he was like miserable.
Aww.
And then he threw up. And then so I gave him a Trameal, which it's a holistic like thing for people, but they said you could give it to your dog. So I did, and it helped take the swelling down. And then I asked David Brownstein, one of my holistic doctors, how does, he was itching so much. So he said, ozone cream, ozone oil. So I bought some ozone oil and I put it on him and it stopped the itching. I mean, ozone is amazing. I've been getting ozone shots ever since I've been home because of my back and my foot, and it totally is helping it. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
You got to have somebody who knows what they're doing, though.
Oh, okay.
My dentist in Indio uses ozone as well. It goes, when they give you the shot, it goes right to the nerve and gets rid of the pain. It's pretty incredible.
What's it made out of?
It doesn't always work, and sometimes you need more than one shot.
What's it made out of?
Ozone.
Just
air.
Ozone? Oh, just air?
Air. Ozone.
So filling you with
whatever ozone air is.
If it's warmed up, is it hot air?
It's a machine that makes air.
Huh.
Ozone air, and it's like pretty amazing.
I'll have to try it one of these days.
So Tyler posted, if you could communicate with your deceased loved one more time, what would you ask them? So I want to ask people today, who call in, if they could communicate with their deceased loved one more time, what would you ask them?
Well, Judy in the chat room and YouTube said, I'd ask my mom what she's doing in heaven.
Oh, that's a good question. I can tell you a story that happened right after my father passed away. I don't know if it was a year after. I can't remember, but I'm sure this was a visitation. Um, it was a very vivid dream. And I was in somewhere and there were I was called to a payphone. They said, Char, there's a phone call for you. So I went to the payphone. And do you guys remember what payphones are? You used to put like quarters in, and
That
originally you could put dimes in and make a local phone
that
call.
was way before my time.
Yeah, right. Okay. So there were like a row of payphones, and they said, here, it's for you. So, and I don't remember who gave it to me. And I said hello. And it was my father. And I went, Daddy? And he goes, yeah. He goes, how are you, honey? And I went, fine, Daddy. How are you? He goes, good. He says, I said, I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm talking to heaven. I said, how's Grandma and Grandpa? He goes, oh, they're fine. I said, oh, that's good. I said, he said, listen, tell your mom, tell mommy, that's what he would call her, tell mommy that I'll pick up the eggs for her and go shopping. And so I said, okay. He goes, well, honey, I've got to go now. And I said, well, okay, Daddy. He goes, I love you. I go, I love you. And that was it. But it was real.
Oh, that's
Very,
nice.
very real. So the next day I called my mom and I said, Mommy, I had this really vivid dream of Daddy. And she goes, that's so strange because I'm going to the grocery store today to buy 3 dozen eggs because she was doing something that had to have 3 dozen eggs.
Did you say you don't have to, Mom, because Dad's going to pick them up?
So
That's an awesome story. Wow.
yeah, I don't know why I haven't written about that. I have so many stories I never wrote about in my books, and I forgot about them. But it's a true story, and I knew I was talking to heaven. And it was like I was so excited that I was talking to heaven, or actually my father. But besides that, like, oh my God, there's so much I have to ask you. How's Grandma and Grandpa? So it was great that he said they're fine because it told me that he was with them.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah, because it was a simple conversation, but a lot was said in that simple conversation. And it brought me peace of mind to know that he was still with them because he loved his parents, and they were.
Aw.
My grandfather was a character. He was really a character. My grandmother was very sweet, very, very sweet. My grandfather was very funny. He would play practical jokes on people all the time.
Is that where you get it?
I think so. I think so. Oh my God. Have I ever told you any of his stories? I don't know
No.
if I've already told the
No, I
story.
haven't heard any.
So so um like while World War II was going on, the families lived together because my father was in the Navy, and so they lived with my grandparents. This was before I was born. And anyway, my grandfather bought a cottage on a lake because he was worried about my sister who like didn't look healthy enough. So he bought a cottage for her, and but really for everyone. And there were like 3 families that lived in this cottage. And at first there was only one bathroom. Then they put in another one later on. But anyway, they were reading the story of Jack and the Beanstalk to the kids. And so my grandfather says, come on, kids. He says, we're gonna plant. He says, that Jack and the Beanstalk's nothing. we're going to plant our own Jack and the Beanstalk. So he goes, he gets seeds, and he has all the kids planting the seeds before they go to sleep. And he got the dirt and did the whole thing. And the kids go to sleep. And there were, I don't know, I think there were like 5 kids or something. Both my sisters and them cousins. And then the next morning, he gets up early. He goes to the market and he buys big watermelons and cantaloupe and tomatoes and cucumbers and pumpkins and everything. Or I don't know if there were pumpkins, but there was just vegetables and fruit. And he goes and he puts it where they planted the seeds. And he goes and he wakes the kids up. He goes, kids, Jack and the Beanstalk was here. And then all the kids wake up and they go running out there. And they see all these fruits and vegetables.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Did he ever tell him?
Well, they tell the story now to me because I wasn't born yet. So that's, they figured it out.
That would be funny. Now I'll have to try that one of these days with my great nieces and nephews.
Right? You could do that. And then I'll tell one quick story, and then we'll do readings. So at the cottage, our cottage was like it was like there were only 2 houses but on the water,
right?
And there were canals on each side, and there was our house, the neighbor's house, and then an empty lot and canals on both sides. And so the house that was next to us, my grandparents' bedroom was downstairs. Everybody else was upstairs. My grandparents' bedroom was downstairs, and practically like arm's length was the neighbor's little cottage, smaller than ours. And they were always the wife never cooked, never did, always was coming over to our place to have coffee every single morning. And my parents were very generous. My grandparents were very generous. So, well, my dad was in the Navy then, but so my grandfather, this couple, I'm not going to say their names because people might know them. They went out for the day. So my grandfather sneaks into their cottage and puts a bell under their bed and then a string from their bedroom window to my grandparents' bedroom window. and so he could pull the string and the bell would ring. So that night he waited till everybody went to sleep. He made sure all the lights were out. He made sure the neighbors' lights were out. They were out. He waits about 10 minutes. And all of a sudden he pulls the string and the bell rings. And all of a sudden they pop up in bed and they put their lights on and they're looking all over. And there's nothing there. And they don't know where the sound came from. So they turn their lights off and it's pitch black again. And he waits like 5 minutes and he pulls the string. And they wake up in bed and they're opening the doors and they're walking outside and they're looking all around. Excuse me. Anyway, that was my grandfather.
I'll tell you real quick. Mine will be real quick. That's hilarious.
Okay, no, that's okay. We have plenty of time. What?
My grandfather kind of did the same thing.
He did?
Well, instead of a bell, he put one of those, back in the day, he put like a intercom underneath the toilet.
Right.
And so when my great aunt, his sister-in-law, came to visit, when she went and she sat down to do a little tinkle, he went, "Hey, lady, you're peeing in my eye." And apparently, I wasn't there. I was too young. Apparently, she jumped up and ran out of the bathroom with her pants down around her ankles.
That is so funny.
It's
Oh,
very very similar humor.
I have to tell you one more quick story. So my cousin always babysat for me because my sisters were a lot older,
Right.
and one was already married, and they were both out of the house by the time I was 11. But when I was about 9 or 10, my cousin came over to babysit, and my sister was going on a date. And so, we'd peek around the corner and giggle and make fun of whoever she was going out with, or what. I mean, no, not to the person, just to, giggling and being
Being
immature.
girls.
So when she left, we went into her bedroom and we took all her bras and nylons and pantyhose and everything and draped them all around her bedroom.
Oh no.
And then at the same time, we went to we went to her bathroom and we put the toilet seat up and put cellophane paper, or not paper, but just cellophane over the toilet, the bowl, and then put it down. So when she would go to the bathroom,
Oh.
well,
I know. Yeah.
so so we went to bed and my parents came home first.
Oh no.
And my dad went to the bathroom in their bedroom, so my mom went to that bathroom.
Oh no. Poor mama.
Oh, she was so sweet. But anyway,
Did she
happened.
eventually laugh?
And then my sister came home and wanted to show this guy something in her bedroom. I mean, nothing, she wasn't going to have sex or anything, but and she walked in the bedroom and all her bras and panties were hanging everywhere. It's hilarious.
Was she embarrassed?
Yeah, very, very. I was, that bratty little sister. So
Oh, good for
anyway,
you. That's what us young ones. I'm the youngest too, so we're supposed to be that way.
that's right. It's rite of passage.
And we're the favorites too.
That's true, right?
Well, I think that anyway.
Right?
Judy said it. Judy said in the chat room, "Shame on you," but she laughed. But she laughed at the same time.
Well, you know what? We're blessed to have stories like this to tell,
Oh no, yeah. My family were the sweet. They called them the sweet boys. Their humor was pretty raunchy, and it was like that all the time. So
Really?
yes.
That's so funny though about the speaker.
Oh my God.
That's
I wish I
hilarious.
was old enough to seen it. I would have laughed my tail off.
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness, it's a good thing we didn't go to school together
Oh my God, we would have been in the principal's office, I'm sure.
all the time. All the time. When I signed something recently, and my mom and my sister said, "God," she said, "you have mother's exact handwriting." And that's because
You used
I
to
used to get
forge it.
myself out of class and I used to copy her handwriting. Anyway, okay, so now I don't know if anybody's going to want some wisdom from me today, being the
Oh no,
mischievous person I have been.
it's booked.
I'm sure there's people that want readings. Let's get to them.
All right, let's see. See if there's one that has a. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
how
but
about
we have a question. What would they ask their loved one?
yeah. So let's start with somebody from, I think it's Arizona, 480.
Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Hi, Char. This is Noreen.
Noreen, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Wait, are you Noreen from Patreon?
I am. I'm supposed to be talking to you today.
Oh my God, how great. How are
I
you?
know it really is. Good, thanks. How about you?
I'm great. I'm really, really, really good. Thanks for asking. So did you have a story?
Well, I had an uncle who once told me to hold a book because he believed in ESP, and I really want to know someday what he truly meant.
Okay. Oh, so that's what you would ask your uncle.
What did he
Okay.
see with his ESP?
Okay. So there are people years ago, and I don't even know, maybe some people believe this now, that if you put a book under your pillow or you hold something close to you, the knowledge will come into you and the abilities will happen to you. And that's probably what he meant.
I think it was something in the book.
About being psychic.
No, that something he saw in the future happening, and that I needed to keep the book to know how to deal with it.
But was it a book about ESP?
No,
Oh, I'm so sorry, I misunderstood you. Oh, so
no,
there
it was
was
not a book
something.
about it.
Oh, so there was something in the book he wanted you to know.
Yes,
Did you ever figure out what that was?
I believe I did,
I
but I'd
feel like
love to get
I
validation.
feel like you know what that is. I think you figured out the puzzle.
I did.
What was it?
Uh, it had to. It was even just the first prefix of the book,
Did it have to
and
do
it was about.
did, did it have
Go
to
ahead.
do with communication with someone or relationship or love or connecting?
The whole book was about being true to yourself, but
Oh,
the
okay.
prefix said something about America.
Wow, what did it
Be
say?
more than being just a melting pot, it was more like a mosaic. And other people's ancestries needed to be validated and celebrated. That's pretty much what I got out of it.
Wow. Because that's the way America was supposed to be, right?
Or hope to be, that it needed to be that way now.
Well, and look what it says on the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, your wretched refuge of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp upon the golden door. Because we're supposed to
I love
accept
that.
because we're supposed to accept each other and we're supposed to accept all races and all mankind or womankind. And look what's happening now at the border with people trying to get in, trying to save their children's lives, and they're going through barbed wire and they're not letting them in. And some people are drowning. Wow, that's profound, Noreen.
Yeah, I just love him to tap my shoulder and say, "You've got it."
I I I'm
But
I'm
you basically,
I think you've got it. There's is who's John or J or G?
uh, alive or not.
I don't know. Is there a deceased J or G or a William?
Jay, I have a deceased Jay.
A male?
Yes,
Is he a Joseph or John?
Joseph,
I feel Joseph here. Who is that?
my grandfather.
Was he was he connected to your uncle that did this?
Only through marriage, but
Uh,
they were close for years.
They were close. And there's an R. Is there an R or B?
Yes,
What, an R?
I have an R here.
R-O or R-I?
I have
Or
a RO here.
is it a Robert?
I was thinking of a female.
Is it a Rose or Roberta? I don't know the name.
Yes, Rose. I have
Rose.
a couple of roses.
Who is that?
Well, it depends on which rose you're talking about. Are they here or there?
I think there's a spirit Rose here.
Then I know who she is.
Is she connected
An
to?
aunt.
Is she okay? She's here too. I think your uncle's probably here. I just don't know his name. But did anyone call you Monkey?
Not that I recall.
Or bear or monkey? I'm seeing like a monkey or a bear. Yeah, I'm
That's
not
not
sure.
coming to me.
Okay, that's okay. I'm not sure why I'm seeing that. But anyway, back to your book. You figured it out.
Okay.
And what you're saying is, I mean, you didn't need me to tell you this. You already knew it.
That's because I read your book. I read your books.
because you read, well, thank you for reading my book.
Yes.
I feel like, but there's the next step to this from what he was trying to tell you America was supposed to be, because it's failing.
So
Right?
what's my next step? Am I on the right path?
Yeah, you're totally on the right path. But
Okay.
but I feel like one day America will be forced to accept more people or accept everyone. I don't know. Something weird, I think, is going to happen. But I feel like it comes out more positive at the end of the day.
Awesome. That gives me eternal hope.
Yeah, but I think it's not going to be easy for a while.
Right.
Yeah. I can't believe you got through.
Keep the faith. I know, and I even lost the first call and called back. I was so shocked.
It's amazing you got through, Noreen. Well, thank you so much for calling. Am I gonna see you this Tuesday night?
I believe so. Depends on how my husband's surgery goes.
Oh, that's right. Your husband's having surgery. Well, we'll send him all kinds of positive energy, but Patreon is his Tuesday night, right?
Right. So I'm hoping to be there.
It's the first Tuesday, the 3rd. It's the 3rd. It's the first Tuesday of every month. Well, we're going to send positive energies, and I feel like he's going to be fine.
Great.
And
Thank you so much.
If you don't show up, we'll forgive you, but we'll miss you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for calling. What a
Love and
story. Pardon?
I wanted to say love and light.
Oh, love and light to you too, honey. Be well. Thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow.
She must have been throwing the energy out there for me to pick that one.
You did a good job, Tony.
Aw, thank you.
You always pick the right people once in a while.
Right. Well, I do that on purpose.
No, you do great. The people who are supposed to come in, come in. You know, it's the way it is. But that's, that her uncle and that whole story really makes us think about what's going on in our country and our world.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty nutty.
So we all have to stay in the white light which I didn't say my prayer of protection, and somebody like did explanation points last week, and because I forgot to say it, so everybody put yourself in a white light and then put yourself inside an egg and close it up. The shell of the egg is a mirror, so anything dark or negative coming at you will go back to where it came from. And I'm going to say, as we ask the universal consciousness and God that holds the highest spiritual power of knowledge, wisdom, and truth to guide and protect us as we communicate with our guides and angels in the spirit world and tap into the wisdom of the universe. We respect this opportunity and take full responsibility to use this not for ego or controlling others, but with the pure intention of spreading love and healing life on this earth and beyond. Anything that is in, near, around, or about us that is not of light, go back to where you came from and turn to light if you choose, but stay away from us. So before I forget, I'm doing a Zoom class about harness your psychic intuition on October 9th and 10th, and there's a couple spots left if anybody wants to join the class.
Ooh, fun.
So they can go to char.net or send us an email or text. Just go to char.net and send the text number. So I'm excited to do that class. Literally by the second class, I have people doing readings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's been one or two that weren't confident enough to do it, but most every time it doesn't fail. And when I do my retreats, like people like amaze me. They amaze
That's
me.
pretty cool.
Anyway, let's get another caller in.
Well, I know years and years ago that you did a TV show over in the Netherlands.
I did.
Well, somebody from the Netherlands is calling right now, so we're going to take the call.
My goodness.
So they are on live.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm so happy that I'm on the phone with you.
Well, I'm so happy that you're on the phone with me. It's early in the morning there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's after 3
In the morning. God bless you.
in the morning.
What's your name?
Siron. Siron.
Oh, Siron. Well, Siron,
Yes.
it's so nice to talk to you. Boy, you are, do you wake up and watch the show? Do you watch this show?
Mostly, yes, I do. Yes.
Well, God bless
Sometimes
you.
when I'm too tired, I don't, but mostly
Right.
I do. Yes.
Wow. I'm honored. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time and doing this.
Thank you.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Do you, yeah, I miss being in the Netherlands. I miss it. It was always so much fun. I mean, I'll get there again one day, I'm sure, or God willing.
I really hope so, because we really enjoyed you on TV here.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. Yeah, it was really, really, really fun. I had a great time, and I got to see the country and meet a lot of people and see like all the villages. It was just an incredible experience for me. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
very, very special.
Europe is so different than America.
It's very
when
different.
it comes to architecture and nature and yeah.
Yeah, and so do you ride your bicycle everywhere?
I did when I was young, but
Yeah.
not anymore. No.
Not anymore.
I got a little lazy with that.
Yeah. Well, everybody else rides their bikes there. Anyway, so do you have a story or not a story, but if you could talk to somebody, a deceased loved one, what would you ask them?
Well, I'm basically calling for my Uncle Jan. He had a bypass surgery last week. He got 4 bypasses, and
oh wow!
And he is really sad not having his wife with him in this process.
And is she deceased?
Yes.
Is she an M? Or an M?
That is her mom, an M. Her mom is
Is
an M.
there a Mariette or Marie or Maria or something like this?
Martha.
Martha. Yeah, that would be the same to me. So that's his wife's mother?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like the wife is here. I'm not sure what her name is, but she's here with
Mhm.
her mother, and they're watching
Right.
over
Yeah,
him.
that makes. Uh, yeah, he will love to hear that. He misses them so much.
Yeah, did the mother ever live with them?
No, no.
Okay, they were just very close. So yeah, the I'm sure the wife is there, and she's handing me a flower. So
That
I
makes a
just,
lot of sense.
yeah, I don't, what, why is she handing me the
Shall I
flower?
tell you?
Yeah,
Because every time she shows herself to Uncle Jan, she shows flowers all over his ceiling.
that's it. Yeah. So that's the
Yeah,
sign for Uncle Jan. And you know that you can play this for him it's because it's on my YouTube channel, and it's a repeat
exactly.
on my YouTube channel, and
That's 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 exactly what I want to do. Yes.
yeah, and you can show him, and yeah, because she's saying that the flowers are from her and a gift to him, and he's not alone, and that he's going to be okay with his heart, but one
Uh-huh.
day they'll meet again on the other side.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much.
Of course, it's my honor and my pleasure. I really
Yeah.
appreciate there's somebody else, is there, who's another Jan or Yop or I don't know.
Um, yes, there is an other Jan, but alive.
Yeah, living. Is that the grandson, the son? Who is that?
No, that's his best friend.
Oh, his best friend. Okay. And so he spends, I think she likes that he has Jan to hang out with.
Jan was the one who just helped him out by arranging a cleaning lady for him.
Oh,
So
how
he's taking
wonderful.
really good care of him. Yeah.
How wonderful. So I feel like, excuse me, that like she knows it. She knows that Jan is taking care of him, and you need to tell him, because
Okay.
she's she's not gone. She's not dead. People do not die. People just
Exactly.
they just
It's
go
only
to
it's
spirit
only
world.
the body that you shake off. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Hmm.
um she transitioned to her ethereal body, that's all, which is our
Yeah.
spirit body. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
tell Uncle Jan that I'm sending him all kinds of positive energy and healing. And thank you for staying up so late or early in the morning for us. It's lovely to talk. It's lovely to talk to you.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you. You too. God bless you. Go to sleep now.
Thank
Say your
you.
prayers and go to sleep.
Will do.
Okay. God
Okay,
bless you.
bless you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye-bye. Aw,
There you go, the Netherlands.
that was a good call. Really.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, because the people in the Netherlands are so sweet, and that's the kind of energy I had there the whole time. It
Oh
was
yeah, you can
amazing.
tell. Very, very sweet. I like it.
Very heartfelt, very pure, very good-hearted. I mean, my experiences. I'm sure not every single person is in the world, but that was an amazing experience for me, and the people were like that. So when he looks on the ceilings, he sees all the flowers.
Wow.
That's
That's
so
nice.
great that she was able to come through with that, to give him hope and to give him peace and security, knowing that she's watching over him.
Isn't that nice
Hmm.
to know they're still watching over us?
Yeah, and people need to hold on to that faith and embrace that because they really are. They truly, really are.
Excuse me.
It's a blessing for all of us to have that in our lives.
I love it. It puts that
Yeah, me
nice and
too. Okay, let's get another person in.
okay. How about a 845? I think that's a New Yorker.
Oh, 845.
Hello.
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 How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I'm so happy I reached you. My name is Jeannie Owens, and I'm from Rockland County, New York.
Hi, Jeannie. I just saw on the news that it's flooded in New York. Is it flooded where you are?
It's not, no, not bad, but we have had such rain. It was pouring rain today. We've had so much rain September, October,
They
but
said they
luckily,
said they said the rain today in Manhattan was as much rain
hmm
as they get in 1 month of September in one day.
yeah, I believe it. I believe it. We've had so much rain.
Mm,
Um,
amazing,
So
amazing.
I don't know. Tomorrow we're supposed to have more rain, and then Sunday is supposed to be pretty. So, but
Well,
I'm
good.
getting used to the rain. It's been raining so much, I'm getting kind of used to it.
Well,
It's kind of
yeah,
like soothing.
it's soothing and it helps you fall asleep, right?
Yeah, last night it was downpouring. This morning it's kind of beautiful. I'm starting to get. I'm like trying to look at the positive side of it,
Good
and
for you.
but yeah, we label things as dreary, but if we, I kind of the sound of it, and
Good for
I mean,
you.
there's pros and cons to everything, right?
Right. That's so true. Did
hmm
you did if you could ask your deceased loved one um a question, what would you ask them?
Um, I would ask, I would ask my deceased one that I love and miss so much.
Hmm.
I would ask her,
Hmm.
probably, is she surprised about anything now that she could see my whole life? Is there something that she's like, wow, I didn't know about that about her? Like, I
I
don't
I
know.
don't
Sometimes
I don't I don't think that she would judge you. I don't feel like she would
mhm.
judge you. I feel like she would love you unconditionally.
Yeah. Oh, well, I really didn't do anything
And
bad,
right,
but
I know that, but also I feel like I feel she was pleasantly surprised that there's a spirit world. That's what I think.
oh, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so is there an E or L person? Do you have an E or L person or an M
Well,
or
I have a sister named Linda. I
L is
have
Linda? Okay. Yeah, don't you shouldn't say names, but and is there an A or M
uh
or a
an
middle
A.
name?
Yes. Oh,
Is that a middle
um.
name or first
Well,
name?
Well, my father's name starts with an A.
And is he spelled A-N or A-L,
A-N.
like Anthony or Andrew or
Yes.
Angelo?
A- Antonio.
Antonio. Yeah,
Yeah.
is he deceased, your dad?
No, his
He's living.
alive and
Okay.
kicking. Yes.
Living. Okay. So
Mhm.
is he related to the woman that you're talking about?
Yes.
Is that his
Mhm.
mother, his wife? Who is that?
A wife.
So that's your mother.
Yes.
Yeah. And you and your sister Linda watch over your dad, take care of your dad?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like she's here talking about that, about how you
Mhm.
take care of Antonio. Like
Mhm.
Anthony and Antonio would be the same name to me. So
Yes, yes.
yes, and I'm seeing flowers again. I'm seeing like a flower dress or a flowers apron.
Well, usually she throws me out flowers to
She throws you
represent
flowers.
my daughter, maybe.
Wait. Does your mom show you flowers as well?
No, but my daughter's name is a flower.
Oh, is it like a rose or
Yes.
pardon?
So, yes, my daughter's name is Rose, like a
Rose.
flower.
Okay, that's why. Okay, that's why I'm hearing rose. Okay, that or seeing flowers. So your mom watches over your daughter too and knows all that goes on with your daughter.
Mhm. Oh.
Hmm. And then does your daughter talk about your mom? Does she say that? Does she ask questions about her or talk about her?
Well, she died when she was very young, and sometimes she says, oh gosh, I wonder what it would have been like,
To have her
you know.
close. And
Yeah, 'cause she never, her grandma died when she was
who's
3.
who's the S or C?
Oh, my husband's a C.
Is he CH or CA or CH or just starts with C?
C CH.
Like Charles or Chris?
Yes, Charles.
Charles? Yeah. Is he intuitive? Does he feel spirits?
Um, well, I have 2 Charleses. My husband and my son are both Charleses, but my husband's very yeah, I guess he doesn't really believe in that, but
Okay, but who does? Your
he
son? Your son? Okay,
I don't
so
know about
here-
Charles.
here's the deal.
Mhm.
Eventually, your husband will believe. Maybe he doesn't believe it now,
Oh,
but he's afraid of it.
yes, I believe that.
He's afraid of it, but there's a part of him that wonders. That's what I think. And
Definitely.
I feel like your mom is definitely there. And there's an R or FR. I don't
Mhm.
know. Do you know who that is? Oh,
An
R is Rose.
FR.
R is Rose.
Yeah, Rose R would be Rose. Um, I don't know about the F.
No. Okay. There's not a Frank or deceased or Francesca or Francis or
Uncle Frank is no.
Frank.
Uncle Frank is not passed.
So Frank is
Um,
living.
yes,
Was there a health issue with Frank?
yes, I believe so. Yeah, to scare.
Yeah, they're talking about sending healings to Frank. Yeah, but
Oh,
you need to know your mom knows about about Rose and about Charles and
okay.
about Antonio and
Oh,
about the whole you and the whole family that she watches over you guys. And
oh, that's so wonderful.
yeah,
And
and
she.
she's well. She
Mhm.
feels well. Do you think about her when she was sick?
No, I just miss her because she really is. Besides my children and my husband, she's really the closest thing I had in my life.
I
The
understand.
closest one that loved me, that
Right,
knew me, that
right.
cared about me. So I miss
Well,
her.
she still does. She still
Oh,
does, and you need to know that you have a guardian angel in your mom.
and I did have a baby that passed. I was wondering if
I'm sure
if she's
I'm sure she's probably with that baby. I'm sure of
uh
it. Yeah, but because she's the guardian angel, so they take care of family over there. So you don't have to worry
that's
about that.
so good. Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much
Do
for
you feel
calling.
better?
I'm so
All right.
glad
Have a
you
good night.
I'm so glad you feel better. I'm so sorry we've got to go, but
Yeah.
it's lovely to speak with
Oh,
you.
sure.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
calling in, and stay dry and don't have any leaks in your house.
Yes. All right. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
be
I
well.
really appreciate it.
My honor, my pleasure. Be
Bye.
well. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. What
Another
a
sweet
lovely
one.
night. Tony, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And I want to thank all you guys who are watching. I know it's frustrating when you don't get through and you're trying and you're calling and you don't get through, and I apologize, but I'll keep doing this as long as you guys keep calling in. Well, and the ones who are supposed to come through. So, it's really sweet that Siran called from the Netherlands as well. All right, everybody. If anybody wants to join my Patreon, we do that on Tuesday night, and it's on Zoom. And also, if anyone wants to join the class, it's October 9th and 10th. We've got a couple more spaces. Okay, that's it. Everybody, take good care of yourselves. We'll see you next Friday night. And remember that intuition will take you places logic never could. Be well. Bye-bye.